It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Packers and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Rodgers. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. This from 42 yards out. Garibay's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they want wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First carry for Raheem Mostert. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking for more on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The Panthers had 2 and 2 for the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go back to the ground. This time, Mostert. No gain on the play that time, and they look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Heineke being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll run wide side with Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. yards, the final tally. Here's Rodgers to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Cleaned it out left to Doubs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Completes it again to Doubs. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs. His second touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Doubs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. A jet sweep, Doubs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's caught. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 2nd and 9. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Garibay's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. But not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Rodgers again now. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And again, it's Rodgers. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
He's got him in, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Heinicke on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Heinicke to throw it. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So close to an NFL record, but denied by the crossbar.
And you have to feel bad for him, don't you? He squeezed every last inch out of that kick. Oh, I thought he had it, but you said it. He's denied by the cruel sound of the metal crossbar.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. He's got some room to operate. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's got it. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Garibay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Heineke. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Heineke. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, his distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Heineke. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Heineke. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
1st down, Heineke. Forced out to his left. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Heineke. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. The play fake, and now Heineke. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Heineke. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall from 10 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And I think the ball's out.
I know a lot of defensive coaches.
Everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Heineke's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down throw for Heineke. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Heineke. Connection made with Shenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing, Heineke. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Heineke escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down, Heineke. And it's going to be Chargers D comes up with a big stop.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Rodgers now on first down. He'll complete this one to Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Garabay's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Garibay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those deep